Salut tout le monde. I'm doing a sketchbook tour today of this sketchbook here. It's my first sketchbook I've ever finished. That's not just full of scribbles and to-do lists and like random crap. So I hope you enjoy. This will probably be the first video on my channel. I can't talk today, Jesus. It'll probably be the first video on my channel, and I'm hoping to make more art-related videos, maybe some music-related videos, or just some random stuff, but yeah, let's dig in. So, it's starting with direct observation, which is what most of the sketchbook is, except for a small part at the end, which I'll tell you when it goes back. It's not strict when we get there. Sorry, it's not strictly direct observation. Well, it is, but it's like some of them have like compromised backgrounds and stuff and colors, but it's all based on direct observation. Starting with my friend Eliza, and a self-portrait of me from the mirror. My hand, which is double jointed. I kind of exaggerated the wrinkles and made it look like a little more gross than it actually is, but it's still pretty gross, so enjoy that. My hand again. My thighs and a book, because I was really feeling the art block that day, so I was just like, draw whatever is in front of you, and I was like, well, I'm in a really boring looking place, so I may as well just draw a bit of me. This is my room in France, and this is my room in Ireland. My room in France is a bit more squished, but I wanted it to fill out the page a bit better. And this is kind of scribbly, very scribbly, but whatever. This is drawings of my brother. These ones are intoxicated in different ways, and that's sober. I just thought that would be a fun challenge. This is my makeup brush. Yeah, I don't think that needs an explanation. Crocs, some really, really cool shoes, very comfortable. Docs, also really cool shoes and really comfortable. My hairbrush, my foot, naked lady, me in the mirror again. Does that technically count as direct observation? I think it does. Even if I'm like technically observing the mirror and not like actually me, it's still like kind of from life. The mirror is from life, so you know, whatever. This is a drawing of my stepmom, but like she kept moving like every bloody second, moving her hands, moving her face, so it's not very like nice, but you know, I don't mind. It kind of looks interesting or whatever. The hands are terrible, but like she kept moving. This is a pumpkin. I don't like it very much. It reminds me of like a couple of years back, I used to just do like pencil drawings. Like, I think they were a bit better than this. I don't really like this, but I would just practice doing those, and it just got kind of boring. So this year with this journal, I got a bit more like experimental, messing around, doing different things. But I would like to go back to pencil drawing, but better than this. I think the dark values are not dark enough. Some person, my little brother's toy, happy Halloween, woo-hoo-hoo. And this says it in English, Irish, and French. My brother's like little milk carton thing, he always says, I want milk in my blue doggy cup. Well, he doesn't say it so much anymore, but he said it when he was really young, and it was really cute. Some like country roads in Ireland, kind of messed up there, but whatever, it's cool. It's done with charcoal. Some Irish fields, graveyard near in the country in Ireland, where I live. Some country fields again. This background is not direct observation, it's just kind of a trace of this. This is direct observation, but the background was like from memory and just whatever, but these are cute little direct observation tabs. This is a pub in Ireland, in this country town. I don't have the exact town there because it's where I live. This is a beautiful masterpiece. This is a person, in case you couldn't tell. This is my kitchen. It started off as a pencil drawing, and then I thought, oh, it's kind of boring. So then I added some yellow and blue, and then it just looked kind of like dusty, like dirty, kind of blurry. So I was like, I wanted it to be more sharp and like prominent. My words are very bad at the moment because I'm learning a new language, and yeah, also my accent is a bit like all over the place. But yeah, I added some black Indian ink or China ink to the background, and I like how it turns out. Some Irish fields. I like how in the background they got lighter and like misty, because it was a misty day, so you couldn't see the back and then you could only see the front. It was a really cool effect. I don't think I did it justice though. The view was more pretty than the picture, but you know, it's still cool. This is my house, but like lots of houses in Ireland look like that, so you know, you can't stalk me. This is just some random house, but it's slightly edited, so you know, no one can sue me. I don't think it's illegal to draw random houses though, so like whatever. I like doing the perspective here. I did it like without a ruler or anything, so it was cool. It's fun, freehand. This is like nice little road, Irish country road, take me home. There's lots of really cute roads like that in Ireland, and they all look the same, so it's easy to get lost. Me in France, missing some people, video calling, direct observing the bone. Some very gay scissors for some reason, and then me playing around with like opposite colors and markers. My ukulele. I play ukulele. It's quirky. My hand. I can do that. Wait, just give me a second. I like these pages, but like they're more just for practice, and I want to practice drawing hands more because it was fun, and even just like little pages like this really helped me. Some ears. Can you hear me in Irish? Yeah. It's cool. I always find ears is something I just like. Before I did this page, I would just kind of wing it when it came to ears, like did like random squiggly things, but now I know like the kind of basic structure of them, so I recommend doing that. Some noses. This was really fun. A street in France. It's so cool when you start like really observing how different the streets are in different countries you go to, and drawing them and stuff. I did a lot of drawings of streets outside of this notebook, which were more kind of clean and crisp, because this is a very kind of just sketchy notebook, like getting it all down, not really like about finished pieces of art, but yeah, it's still nice. A chair. Dun dun dun. A friend of mine. I like the details in that face. This was like one of the first drawings of a person, like just sketches, quick sketches I did in like a very long time. So I'm very happy with how it turned out, and it really inspired me to do more and more. This is of a cliff in Kilkee, but it doesn't look great, but I like the line because that's how it looked. This is the same cliffs, just basic lines, but from a slightly different angle. This is Kilkee cliffs, and then like rocks and sea. These are just some like giant rocks, and that's my dad, like, what's up in Kilkee. Kilkee's a beautiful place. If you go to Ireland, you should go there. This is a cute little drawing of Kilkee. Some kind of thumbnails of Kilkee, and then this is like the cliffs in the background, but I didn't really like how it turned out, so I didn't do more, but it's just the outline, so it's nice. And this is the one I like a bit more. of the cliffs. I definitely want to go back to Gilkey sometime and draw the cliffs in more detail, spend more time on it. This is me from my mirror, direct observation. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, these things, some of them I just stuck there if the name of a person was in it and they didn't want to be named, or if I drew someone without telling them and it would be awkward if they found out, or just stuff I don't want you to see. So yeah, this is a part of my room in France. This is one of those mannequin dudes. I got that from my stepmom for Christmas, mainly because I wanted to draw it. Oh yeah, a friend of my brother's. Well, she's also my friend. She's sound. This is my cousin, and I made it very clear that that is a nose ring, not buggers. I don't know how well you can see it, but it kind of looks like buggers, but it is a nose ring. It doesn't really look like her. I think I made her eyes a little bit far apart, but like, it's aesthetic still. It's pretty, so like, it's fine. This is her cat, Gadget, super cute cat. He's nice. These are drawings. Do not lift your pen from the page and do not look at the page while drawing. Only look at your reference. So some of these are from the mirror, some of them were of my cousin. And these ones I didn't look at all. These ones I cheated a little bit and looked at the page, but you know, whatever, rules are made to break. And I think they look really cool and aesthetic. These are drawing with my eyes open and drawing with my eyes closed. This is the type of stuff I probably should have been doing, like direct observation objects and stuff. But the thing is, like, I know how to do them, you know? I know how to do them in pencil. I know how to do them really detailed. So I just was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna do whatever and have fun. But I think in my next sketchbook, I'll work more on these skills. These are eyes open, eyes closed. It looks like some sort of secret Egyptian code or something. This is my brother, but I had a really hard time drawing his face from life for some reason. Kind of looks like a werewolf, but I kind of made up for it with the colors. It's like distracting. This is a girl in my class, my little sister, but she looks like an old lady. My brother again, you can see it doesn't look anything like the other drawing, so I really struggled with his face. My brother from further away, so you can't see how much I failed at his face. My brother looking like a junkie, and my brother again looking like someone who might be like, hello, what's up, do you like my Adidas pants? My mother sleeping, chilling. My little sister with legendary eyelashes. Like, I'm not even faking it. Her eyelashes are that big in real life. It's beautiful. She's like a camel. My sister again. My mother and my sister. Girl in my class. Oh, this is really fun. This was drawing on the bus. I did the painting later on, and I just did the pen drawing while I was on the bus, like, as quickly as I could because the bus was moving so quickly, but I had a really beautiful view, so I just try and get like the basic outlines of the mountains and stuff while we were driving past, and my house key, and just during the bus ride, back of cars, back of trucks. This was waiting in a station with some cars. I hate drawing cars, but I want to get better at it because it's one of those things that just seems handy to be able to draw. And like, it's kind of interesting, I suppose. But I'm not one of those people who loves drawing shoes and cars. I just think it's like a lot. This was like literally the stop thingy on the bus. I was that desperate for inspiration. This is of a girl in my school, and she kept moving, so it was fucking fly. Get the oh shit, I'm not supposed to curse. She kept moving, so it kind of turned out not very flattering to her. Sorry if you see this. Another girl, a friend of mine. This is a bit nicer, and it looks like the girl, I think. This is a better drawing of the girl from before. This one, I wanted to make up for it. And I'm actually quite proud of that, considering the fact that she was like moving her head the whole time. No shade to her, like, you know, free expression of heads. This is just some stuff that was on my desk. This is the hairspray, and you can see the marks of the hairspray that I used to settle it, because it's made like with chalky, what's the thing, charcoal, so it's like you can see the actual result of the product, because I use hairspray to settle my products because I'm cheap AF and not professional yet, might I add. Me being a horrible student, just drawing some people in my class. They didn't know I was drawing them, but like, it doesn't matter because it's just the back of their heads, you know. That's a friend of mine, she knew, she was alright with it. Neither of them have red hair, but like, whatever. Yeah, me drawing more people in class. Person, I drew this in class again, it was the teacher's computer. Person, oh yeah, that's me. Girl in class. This is a landscape, but I don't really like it. It was in this cool like area in France with like Celtic ancient stones, and it just reminded me of Ireland, because during that time I was like really missing Ireland, and I was just like, oh, it's like an Irishy vibe, because there's loads of like Celtic pagan magic-y stones in Ireland, so I was like, you know what, that's cool. Me drawing someone while I was drunk. Oh yeah, these are like a really hard angle in my hand, so this was my first attempt. Ooh, don't like it. Second attempt was alright. Third attempt I really like. And I want to do more weird hand angles. These are some pigeons, which were so fun to draw, but like pigeons are a weird shape, to be honest. Like, they're like bloop. Like, they're strange, but it was fun. And this was from a real life pigeon. I'm surprised I got to do that much detail, but I was feeding it, so it was pretty close to me. A surprisingly social pigeon. These are my feet. This was like before I started really studying anatomy and stuff, so it's not really correct, but I still like it. I think this foot's bigger than this one, and I still like it considering I haven't studied it at that point. It's alright, you know, pretty. These are my hands from that angle, which was really interesting and difficult to draw. I did a little bit on like a sheet of paper and pencil first, just to kind of practice. This is some stoner fella, what's up? This is a lady. I did it first in pencil in like a more direct observation-y sketchy style, and then I was like, this will make a really cool cartoony thing, so then I went over and pen and rubbed out the pencil. My cat, his name is Kyun, which means affection in Irish, because when I got him, I was also missing Ireland. I love France. France is awesome, but like, I also miss Ireland sometimes. My cat again. Oh yeah, I like to frame works I do if it's looking a bit boring or empty on the page. I kind of like to frame it with color, and then I like to add opposite colors to kind of give it a bit of oomph, you know, like I put some thought into it. My little sister, my cat on my lap. Oh, I love him so much. Some things. This is probably the stuff I should have been doing in this notebook, like objects and stuff. But like, whatever. This is sunbathing. I really liked the lighting in real life. I don't know if I really displayed that in the photo, but it's okay. I think sunbathing during the night is about as useful as sunbathing in Ireland during the day in summer. During the night in France. This is my shoe, like big chunky basketball shoes that I've always felt weird about having, because like I don't even play basketball, and they were kind of expensive. My dad bought them for me because he wanted to buy them for himself, but they didn't have it in his size. My mom bought I made her a bit too old and kind of mean looking. My mom's really nice and much prettier than that, but she kind of looks like a little gremlin or like gargoyle. You know those statues in churches? Yeah, you know. These are ones of my mom looking a bit nicer. This one I think looks like her when she's in a suspicious mood. My cat. He has these beautiful round eyes that just pop, and sometimes his whole body is like black, like a shadow, and you just see these eyes staring at you like No longer direct observation, from photo reference and or imagination. So yeah, self-explanatory. This was of my cat from a photo. It was dark in the room, so I was really just like looking at the color and stuff. I couldn't really see the page very well, but it kind of gives it a cool, like, scribbly effect look where you really get the feeling of it. These are, I don't like these, just things that I was gonna do a whole page, but I was like, no. This I just did on a bus one time. I was bored. I don't like it so much. That's a nice little country road. Take me home from a photo. This is people from my head and snails and Indian ink and watercolor and opposite colors. I notice I'm talking with like a slight American accent or something because I've been watching so many sketchbook tours and they all have like really American accents. This is me, but it doesn't really look like me because I found this photo of myself and it looked like I had a pear-shaped body. And like, if you ever see me in real life, I'm the opposite of pear-shaped. So I just thought it was like really cool and interesting that like the angle of a photo and the outfit that you wear can like completely change the illusion of what your body type is. This is based on a photo of me, but it doesn't really look like me. I was more just playing around with the, what's it called? Charcoaly pencil thing and the white thing. I like the lighting. I think it's pretty. This is some Celtic in and out design thingy, like the Celts. Oh my god, oh yeah, that's fine. I thought it was a mistake for a second. I was like, oof. I made a few mistakes, but you can't see them in the camera, and I fixed them, so whatever. This is also a Celtic design, and these are just from photos. I really don't like these, but like, I'm not going to say like they're bad or anything, because, you know, that would be discouraging if you're a beginner. You know, if you're a beginner and you do these, like, that's great. If you're not a beginner, you know, everyone has their own process. I just know that I can do so much better. I can do so much better than a lot of things in this book, but I think the point of this book was not to show my best. It was more just relaxing and stuff. It's actually for school, but like, screw school. These are drawing with my eyes closed and not lifting it from the pen. This was based on a photo of me, but I changed it, made it more kind of androgynous and stuff. And pro tip, don't mix like charcoal with like graphite, because that's not gonna work. Like, you can see the shine and they don't mix well together. Yeah, I learned that from that. This is of my brother, but now it looks like him, kind of. Now it does not. That eye is so wrong. I remember one day I was just having a really unproductive day, like a lot of days, but this day I was just fed up with it, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna bloody do something. And then I looked at the time and it was like 4 a.m. and I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna draw a portrait to be like, I did something today. So I just did that. It's whatever. This, I hate this page. Moving on. Some Irish designs. Some naked ladies. These were from a reference site, I think, and these were from like an old Renaissance painting, from a photo of it. I didn't get to see the real painting, unfortunately. These were just an idea thing I had, but like raining and stuff, but I didn't follow through. I don't know what that is. Some faces. These, like, yeah, that's my little sister. But my other little sister, not the one from before. It looked really creepy. I I did a portrait of her and it looked creepy because I made her eyebrows too dark. So I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna hang this up or anything. It's not like a family heirloom, so I'm just gonna draw on it and be like, whatever. These are just some scribbles, you know, layers of random stuff. This is me. I drew myself from a photo when I was intoxicated, and I really like the flow of it. This is my little brother. He bashed into his friend and got a black eye. I just thought it was such a cute photo because, like, he looks like a little goody two-shoes in his school uniform, like, la 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 la, and it's just like, do-do-do-do. You know, like, he's a tough guy, secretly. He's not, though. He's a little wimp. Love you, Levi. I drew this while intoxicated, and it's based on a photo of me, but I kind of went with other stuff, and I really like it. This was just experimenting with light, I think. Don't like it. Oh, sorry, don't like it. These are some fishes based on fishes that I drew when I was like 10, because I was obsessed with marine biology for some reason, and I drew like loads and loads of fishes, and then I found these drawings of fishes that I did, so I just decided to like redraw them. So like, yeah, basically the level I was at when I was 10 at drawing fishes, redrawn. I'm like, I haven't gotten much better at drawing fishes since then, but I haven't really tried. I should try. I'm gonna draw a fish from like photo reference soon. These are some stars, cause like, you know, witchcraft and all. No. These are just some aesthetic girls, you know, want to be trendy. And yeah, they're pretty-ish. This is based off a style of someone from Instagram, so I'm not gonna take credit for that. But I did tweak it, you know, like to make it kind of my own. But yeah, if I don't remember her Instagram, but you know, if she's out there, I like your style. These are all based off my face, and then I changed just for like the angle and stuff. But then I changed the facial features. Well, these ones kind of look like me. I don't know. These ones didn't have any reference, these three. And yeah, I like this page, you know, it's enough. This is a family member, but I didn't tell him that I drew him. And I kind of hope he doesn't see it because it's not very flattering. I made his teeth wonky. His teeth are alright. His teeth are like good in real life, but yeah, I don't know what I did. I just didn't want to have like really straight weird teeth because I wasn't very good at drawing teeth at the time, so I was like, okay, they're not going to be too straight, and then I made them too wonky. This is a self-portrait, but it was just to experiment with the lighting and dark and stuff. I like the nose. It doesn't look like me though. I think I like to draw self-portraits not because I'm obsessed with myself or anything, but just because if I want to experiment with different stuff, you know, there's no pressure on it looking good. I'm not going to offend anyone if it looks uglier than them in real life. I can just do whatever. So that's why I have a lot of those. This is an Irish saying, I'm on the pig's back. It means I'm really happy. I just thought it'd be cool. I thought I would, sorry my phone went off there for a second. And I want to do more kind of like cute little saying illustrations and stuff and clever little twists on things. I don't really like this, I'll probably redo it. These are drag queen based, some makeup. Oh, you can hear my sister. I swear the walls in this house are paper thin. Some nails, some lipstick, whatever. My drag persona, Miss Grana O'Birdie. I don't really do drag, but you know, if I did, this would be her. Grania is based on Grania Whale, the badass pirate queen that I am distantly related to. And we have like a cute little family reunion of some other people who are related to her. Grace O'Malley is the anglicized version of her name. Grana means ugly in Irish, and I just thought Grania and Grana sounded similar, so it's funny. O'Birdie is kind of like Brida, you know, Bridget, all the variations of my name. And Birdie means like pretty girl. Bloody fly, get away! yeah, and I think it means pretty girl in like some country. This was a drawing of someone, and I did not tell them I drew them, so yeah, it's hidden. This is Molly Malone. You know, this is of that sculpture of Molly Malone and her ghost. Look up the lyrics to that song. I'm not going to read them all out. It's about a ghost in Dublin. These are like Celtic design drawings that I learned in school. We did form drawing. I learned this in primary school, in like a Steiner school. We did all sorts of cool things like that. These are just scribbles, and that is the end. Overall, I am okay with this sketchbook. I'm more happy with it because it's done, you know, it's finished, it's something complete. But for my next sketchbook, I want to do more detailed things. I want to make it more aesthetic and laid out. Like, this was more aesthetic than like my last sketchbook, which would just be random stuff, scribbles. At least there was somewhat of a format, some, you know, order to it. But my next sketchbook, it's going to be more aesthetic, going to have more experimentation, more studying, just, you know, a nicer sketchbook. But I like this one, and I'm going to work more on like object drawing with deep stuff. So subscribe, like, you know, follow me on Instagram, do whatever. Hugs and kisses to everyone. Live your best life. Oh, I just want to say that this is my first video, so don't be mean. I'm not very good with my flow of words at the moment because of language things. I'm just, yeah, my brain is a bit like, whoa. Anyone who's like learning a second language intensely might understand that. And I'm sure my more bubbly personality will come through with other videos, and it'll be interesting to see my videos improve and my artwork improve. Well, this isn't really my best artwork, but I'll show you some of my better artworks. That's not even a bloody word, oh my god. In the future, and